Okay, let's try this again. I was nodding out there for a while, but I was able to get that mute icon to disappear, at least temporarily. For some reason, every once in a while it decides to tell me it's muted. I've got this new monitor, TV. It's a monitor that has a tuner. I capture my sound with a different program. Something meter banana. Anyway, TV thinks it needs to tell me that it's muted. That's like the epitome of stupidity. Really? So, I'm so effing stupid that I don't know my TV is muted. Oh God, my TV's broke. I can't hear any sound coming from it. What do I do? Hey dummy, let me put an icon on your screen to tell you. It's muted. Try the fucking volume knob. Okay, that's my rant on that stupid shit. Where did you leave me? I tried to do a save, but in the heat of the moment, I couldn't. So it set me back to the last.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
There you go. There's your numbers.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
A lighter.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Yeah, which. Oh, there it is.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas, and now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Okay.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Tell me that's far enough. We need to push it. So to keep finding out time and time again, this various brand new forms of technology are great and awesome when they work, but they're temperamental and they often don't work. And it takes quite a bit of finagling to get it to work.
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Master key.
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Okay. So how do you get in there with a master key? So we can't get the master key until we get a master key. We need a master key. Yeah, I see that. But I do have to say, and not begrudgingly, we tend to focus on
I
the
always
negative.
accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
But yeah, we tend to focus on the negative. It's a human survival instinct. It's evolutionary survival behavior type stuff.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
So to acknowledge the positive, this display is outstanding. It's micro LED, kind of a replacement or better option, in my opinion, than the OLEDs and the QLEDs and the WLEDs and the whatever LEDs. Elite, you know, the real black technology there, the true black, because there's no danger burning. And it's extremely less expensive.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
But oh, the trouble it gave me trying to set it up. Let me guess, Master Key. So here we can hold our treasure map up to the heat.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
Under a trunk next to the bookcase. Like the bookcase, not a bookcase. Because there's like 50 of them. The bookcase. What's going on at the desk here that I missed? Oh, this is the trunk? Hitbox, hitbox. Just
The
spam the X
master
button.
key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Looks a bit delicate.
All right. This should open most rooms in the manor,
Ooh, an achievement.
including
Key to the
Forbidden
past.
West Wing.
Yes, West Wing. Well, we got other locks to unlock. We were just at a box upstairs. No. Quiet.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8?
You're looking for a date.
I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number, but which one?
Come on, this. You need to know this. That was 2 of 2.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Isn't this where we started the game? Yes. This is where we started the game. That door wouldn't open before. Huh. So what else in here needed a key? Well, we still don't know the safe.
Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
Yeah, the clues that you haven't been able to decipher. So this brought us back in. I'd rather work my way backwards. Maybe? Oh, you won't let me light the fireplace? Come on.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Yes, I see the door. Huh? A ladder to nowhere. And it won't let me climb it, and that's good. Oh. Well, I don't remember needing the key down there. Well, we're back to square one. Looking for doors and boxes with locks. The key to open. think Shadow the Tomb Raider has a similar minigame.
The Croft family crest.
I'm not sure minigame is the right phrase. Mini DLC. Side story. Yes, I saw the crest earlier here. But it's got a lot of extra stuff in the background. Fireplace. Oh, and these were the stairs down to the basement. So I'm going back down to the basement. I wasn't sure. I didn't think I needed to. Don't seem to be finding. Yes, I know. We moved it already. Hey. Now I might have missed something here because I nodded off for a second. Yeah, we never got in there. This was like my buddy's basement, except his wasn't full of water. Okay, so there's a left back there to take. other side of here is where that jackal type thing was. Right there. I thought I came this way. Yes, I remember going through here. But maybe I went back, yeah, and then the ladder. I didn't go in here.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
So I'm getting achievements for finding half of the relics and half of the documents. So this didn't exist when I last played this game, or I didn't play it, or I didn't know what it was, or something. Because you don't get achievements twice. Missing gear, a crowbar? I don't remember climbing up this, but I was in a very tired state. Show me a crowbar. We were just in here, but this wasn't a thing. So I think the lesson in this game is, and I don't like it, it's not enough to search a room once. You have to come back and search it again. And then come back and search it again. And then come back and search it again. And eventually, the thing you're looking for will spawn into existence and be there for you to be able to find it.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
It doesn't have a combination on it.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
And another tiger with a sad face. See, rich moms don't throw their kids' stuff away. Okay, now see, I know I've searched up here, but I know I have to search again because the game keeps putting things into the game. Admittedly, I don't think I went behind that desk. yet. I'm spamming the living crap out of this instinct button every turn of the way. So we're back to the beginning of the game. At Daddy's desk. And we've yet to even find one of the rooms. The Altier. Sounds like a studio. Well, let's try it. I don't think we found what we needed.
Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
Yeah, we need to find a crowbar. How is it we haven't found a crowbar yet? It's going to magically spawn into the game on one of these tables we've walked by 3 times already? Come on. There's your crowbar. Use that sword. So let's circle around in this direction. Well, there's a door. Did we not try it?
Worse than I thought.
Come on. How do you get so damaged? How long have you been gone, Laura? And surely there was a maintenance crew, gardeners, servants, that, you know, a caretaker, a property manager. Okay, I see something down there, but first things first. I can't believe I missed this door. Document. Hitbox.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, so, you know, the lore, we don't know what's happened to the woman. She was never declared dead. Oh boy, there's a lot here. Is this the way I came in? Oh no, I'm getting. Was that open when I came in? Trying to keep a mental map in my head here, but
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
Well, they did a good job of
At least that old thing still works.
making these recordings sound like crap sound recordings. Crowbar, come on, give me a crowbar.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
It's not the same. And there we go.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Now we know the lighter. The letter B. BC. Benjamin Croft. It's Grandpa. What's on the bed? A ring.
Mum's wedding ring.
Oh,
I always
no.
wondered what happened to it.
Oh no. So is the date of the wedding on there? Is this one of the clues?
The inscription is faded.
Something new. Yours. Something yours. Eternally yours. Yeah, well, you took it off and left it on the bed. So why did she leave? Where did she go? Is she still alive? Do we
I
get to live
believe it took
happily
this
ever
trip
after?
to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations, free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Just a small point. Capital D Mornay? It's a name. How do you get that wrong? What is that? Not the photo.
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful.
Give us a date.
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
These are
The
supposed to be our
anniversary was in
rules.
October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
So her birthday was 4 days after the wedding. They were going to wait till her birthday, but it was 4 days until then, and they found a place to get married right away. Right? October 13th. Friday?
October 13th, Mum's birthday.
That's Friday the 13th. So October 9th. October 10/9.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Aren't you paying attention, Lara?
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her. This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Yeah, well, is there one of your mom, or is it just the men?
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
So here we go. He admits it. He didn't trust Atlas. Yet he makes him executor.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Okay, so that's the way I came in here. And I turned left, but this door was open. And I saw something in there, but when I came back, it was closed. And that's what threw me off. No? No. I'm doomed to just wander this place. No, we can't open this door. How many times would I have to go up there? Come on, this is the perfect place to find a crowbar. Tired of messing around with stairs like that. Found it a good game strategy. Say you're walking around a room in a clockwise fashion, searching the walls. After you've gone one complete circle, turn around and search in the opposite direction. A lot of times things are hidden around corners and such that you wouldn't see unless every time you took a step you turned around backwards to look and see what you passed. Come on, where's the crowbar? I saw a wheelbarrow. And am I relying too much? On this search instinct?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
So here, we found the place we haven't been. Before I walk into the water, I saw something. Another passage over here. Okay, that leads to the water. There's the wheelbarrow I saw. So we have been here. Yeah, this is the way we just were going. This is getting too grindy for me. Yes, we already moved these two things so we could gain access. Remember, this was in the basement. I'll have to search the entire map all over again to find out where this crowbar goes when I finally find it. If I finally find it. So, like I was starting to say, am I relying too much on my instincts to like this thing? Will the crowbar highlight? Or am I going to have to get so close to it that a big blue X in a magnifying glass appears? Basically, do I have to trip over it? How am I supposed to find it? Such poor light. suppose it's only fair we search this again. We did. Ah. I'm not having fun anymore. The atelier. Yeah, well, I don't even know where that is. My brain is just so tired. Views. Okay, so at least I got a map that's showing me where to go. I don't remember reading two murals. Okay, so I can follow this map.
This is strangely beautiful.
Okay, so
Okay, Laura, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
what are you seeing? I might not have been in this room. Oh, no, I remember seeing that.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Oh, I'm worried I'm not like the other girls. Yes, let's make sure there's no individuality. Heaven forbid.
Untouched for years, exactly as you left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue. written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
Yeah, boy.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
She died. She died. She was never pronounced legally dead, according to Atlas.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
And now we know his favorite painting.
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting.
I
Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination. Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
I purposely stuck my face really close to this. But if that's a key clue, and the blocks of red are the clue, yeah.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
Never found a crowbar.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
A crowbar.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
A crowbar.
Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
I have no fucking clue. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Do I just hit select and it's gonna light the numbers up for me? Oh, fuck no.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
And where are the clues? How do I go over the clues? Oh no. And how do I know what order to put the clues in? I thought she was going to put it together for me. I didn't realize I had to memorize all that bullshit.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay. I hate playing video games that I have to take notes. The day of the wedding anniversary was 10/9. The favorite painting had 4 red blocks on it. Lara's expedition treasure had a number on it that she couldn't read. So will we take that as a 6? 6/4 10/9.
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Oh, there's only 3 numbers? So we don't know the thing on her. So 4.
No,
6,
that's not it.
4.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Yeah, 6. What do you do with 6/4 10/9? Or who knows what that number was? Ignore that. So now you got 10/9. But what's the 4? Ignore the 10. So I have to try all permutations of these numbers and probably be wrong anyway. Why did it start with 6? Why did it start with 6?
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
The day. not the month, and not the date. It's the day. But Lara's expedition treasure, that, we didn't know the number for that. So let's try something. It gave us that number 6. Let's assume for now that that's the number. Was there 4 red blocks or 5? Do I have to go back and look? I have to go back and look.
No, that's not it.
Now, it can't be 10, so maybe it's 8.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
I remember distinctly the wedding was October 13th. And she got married 4 days before. And that's 9. I tried the 8. Is the 6 wrong? So it ends in 4-9.
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
349 didn't work.
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. That worked.
Well,
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, and I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate, a test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
oh boy.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy.
Well,
This isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
it's not blank. It's not blank. Put it to the fire, but not too close.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Now, where did I light the fireplace? some nearby room. Downstairs.
A hidden message.
One, two, three, four, five. What's that in the top left corner? A table with a chessboard? Oh, God. I don't remember where that room was. There's like 5 ovals shaped like that. And then got some stuff in the middle of the room. In the corner with a table, and off to the right-hand corner, there's some kind of sliding thing. What room would that be in? Probably the room she was told to stay out of. West Wing. I don't know. Let's see. Don't go this way. I can remember playing Myst, and that was those clues. That was a puzzle game that was very difficult. And I came to a 3-letter combination. You could find the answer in the game, but I just went through the numbers, starting with 999 and working myself backwards, and I found it. And that was early game. Then a little bit later, I came to a 4-digit. And I'm like, no. No. That game was stupid hard. I haven't been up here.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favourite whiskey tonight. It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms. Lara Croft, my darling daughter. It's hard to put into words this feeling I have. We share a connection, something I never expected. A love so powerful and pure. Someday you'll feel it too. No matter where you go or where you find your place in this world, we will always have this connection.
I'd like to connect with a crowbar. And I don't think I came in here.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Well, we don't really know that she's dead. Her body was never found. She was never pronounced dead legally. I've been through this house favoring clockwise, turning left. Whenever a turn came, and following the left wall. See, there's another. Look at this. Now, how many times have I been here?
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Stop smoking, love Richard. How could I have gone by that 3 times? Did not have found it. This is going to bring us back into his room. So we're looking for a room with configuration. In the invisible ink. And it appeared as though there was a chess board. And she said that she played chess with Winston in that room. But I don't remember what that room was. I don't even know if I would recognize it if I find it again. Is it this room, the only one that wouldn't open up for me? Or it's just the front door that won't let me leave? It appears to be a front door because there's a bicycle right here, and that's kind of where you might put a bicycle to. Anyway. This be the room. Doesn't appear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7. There was 6 arch things shaped like arches. And if that were the case, then there would be a chessboard over here. And one of these would move or do something. This doesn't appear to be the room. These rooms. Damn. It didn't look like a cellar. It looked like a room with tables in it. So now we're back to square one. Been here. What about the map? One of these rooms quite look like the map that we were shown. So let's try to take another look at it. It was a document. It was called The Last Puzzle. That's the map. Wouldn't be considered a A relic, the final puzzle.
A hidden message.
What are those hatched things? And what are the 5 arches? 5 hatched things. Table with 4 chairs. Next to that, how do you interpret that? And then one of those hatched things can be pushed and slidden down. Examine to find hidden information.
What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Did I not do this? Well, I can see what you get when you fold this. The thing on the right is like the Egyptian crow. Need a 3-minute bio break. Well, there were there was a puzzle like this. If anybody remembers, and I don't know if they still even have this Mad magazine. Fred E. Newman character on the front of Mad magazine. You would take the back cover and fold it, put two folds in it. So there was 3 panels. Did you fold it in half? I think it was 3 panels. Anyway, so you would hide part of it and connect the left edge over towards the middle, like you can see on the right side of this map. That's definitely a caricature of bird. And what's that thing in the center? I'm trying to stare at it long enough to get some kind of impression. Not to figure it out right now, but so that as I wander around, if I see it, I will recognize it. That thing on the left. That is just so cryptic. My God. How do you interpret that? And, you know, if you look at the way that paper is folded, yeah, I think you have to ignore the location of the folds. And I don't remember finding this hidden message. I remember finding this. Or was it that we found this and turned it around and found that? Let's try something. What happens if we look at it upside down? It doesn't make any sense when we look at it upside down. But what if you fold it? Zoom in. It's definitely a checkerboard in that top left corner. A table with 4 chairs and a checkerboard. That's the giveaway. Find a room with the checkerboard. That's the simple. And those hatches. They were diagonal hatches. You know, I'm thinking there might be windows, but they weren't horizontal and vertical hatches. They're diagonal hatches. And 5 arches. So let's use the map and go into every one of these rooms. So there's a room back there. This shows a door. This map shows a door. Shows a door right there. Facing the door. So how do we get into that room? Is that downstairs? I don't see a table. With a chessboard. Oh,
This picture was taken in the library. (1820) additions to the main hall in progress.
it's the first we've been up here. This is going to be boring as hell. Okay, now we're in that room. And this room does not have a checkerboard in it. And the safe is empty. That your mommy? Okay, to the right are the stairs going down to the basement. What was the shape of that room? Square? Is this the room right here? Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, they're spread out kind of funny looking. But there's no chessboard in this room. Two, three, four. And we're here in this room. Okay. That's why we can't open that door. It goes outside. Let's go up and turn left. And there's a central room here somewhere. Right there. Is that a blank? We used to do this in D&D. We would draw out the sizes of the rooms and the corridors, and if we saw a space like this, we would assume there was a secret door somewhere that would let us in. Well, this is letting us in. Almost. And we were here. There's nothing. to let us in. We're up there. No chess table. Chess board here. This is the bedroom. There's no chessboard in here. Probably get to this room by going downstairs or upstairs. But when we walk downstairs, that's part of this. This is the upstairs. And all this was upstairs. And this is downstairs. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a room that's black like this. And I think we would do that. By going in here. Going down. And going into here. So, where are we? So this is overlaid on top of itself. Okay, now we're into there. And isn't this the room they played chess in? Because of the music? Doesn't have any of the signs. On Laura, there's a lot riding on this. Now, she said we used to play chess in this room, but was there a chessboard set up? I remember looking at something. Oh yeah, we looked at it, and there was a picture of a chess set, and she said, I always used to take white. Maybe I would have won if I let Winston go first. So we looked at an object. Or we collected an object. Did we collect all those things we saw? They were in boxes. A lot of that stuff we collected out of boxes. So we might not see. These are ceiling jacks. We may not see a chessboard. I don't see this being the room. It doesn't have anything in the middle. This is the only thing that might have been it, but we've already done the thing here. Avoiding the basement. So is that one of the symbols on the back of the map? So there's that one, and there's that one. box. But it won't, instincts won't make it glow. And I can't get it to activate. So does that mean we already found what was in it? Normally when we find a box and take what's in it, we leave it open. Damn. More confusion to muddy up the waters. There's the crow. Or the raven, or a bird. The damn wine cellar again. Remember this. Yeah, we entered this way. Like the first time. Ah. So these diagonal these are the diagonals. And one of the diagonals would come down. Might be. That one's not diagonal though. This one is. The last one that you could push. Push these, but they're not. There's nothing diagonal about. And we still need a crowbar. You'd think after all this screwing around, we'd have tripped on a crowbar by now. Aha! Finally! Finally! How many times have we walked by this? We supposed to use the same password? 5 4 9 Oh, you're fucking kidding me. So there were 6 arches. And then there was 5.
No, that's not it.
Okay, show me that thing again. Show me that goddamn map again. Safe combination clues. What was that thing called? Moving in.
I returned home this afternoon.
No. Clues.
For God's sake, memorize the...
No, an unlikely union. Amelia's painting. Visible ink.
I've created...
Okay, then what's it considered a relic? The final puzzle. Blank letter revealed.
A hidden message.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1. 5, 5, 1. How are we supposed to get a number out of this? I don't think it's this.
No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink.
Yeah, exactly. The answer's
The
on
combination has to be on that blank letter with the map. A hidden message.
Ah. So how's this a number? How's this a 3-digit number? How is this a 3-digit number? How is this a 3-digit number? And if I could just know one number. What's that number on the left? I see a faint dot, a darker dot, and then an even darker dot, but there's a space in between them. Really don't want to muscle my way through that. So this told me where to find it. That chessboard, I'm sorry, what the hell kind of clue is that? Where's the chessboard? There's four chairs. Table with 4 chairs. And we took the chessboard. And were there 6 arches? 5 arches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arches. 5 arches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal things. That all fits. It fits the map perfectly. So that brought us did it go away? Actually,
A hidden message.
okay, so that's right. First there's the wall with the 5 arches. Then there's the wall with the 5 wine racks. there was an opening in the wall with the 5 wine racks that had the table in it, and another diagonal all by itself. So this was perfect. This was a perfect picture. $651. So it's the information on the back of that map is the combination. I just don't see a number here.
A hidden message.
I don't see a number here. 3 numbers. There's 3 icons here. Actually, there's, well, I don't know, if you got that bird with that thing in front of it, what's that supposed to represent? And what's that in the middle? Is that another representation of the crow? The bottom of that looks kind of like a poor facsimile of a crow's foot. And this looks like you would line it up like that. Three dots. You know, I see a 5 there. I see a 7. See a 3. I hate to do it this way.
Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. No, that's not it.
What did I just try? 119. 87671. 119.
No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. That worked.
142. Man, I'm glad I started with 1 instead of 9. 142. 142.
A hidden message.
142. I don't see a 142 on there. Honest. I don't see a 142 on there. I don't know what I'm missing.
Damn, locked in.
I was playing a video game. I got into a room I couldn't get out.
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
I had to shoot these targets really fast. You had to be a good shot and you had to do it fast. And you had to hit like, I don't know, 3 to 5 targets really fast. And it would keep resetting, keep resetting. You had to be a good shot and you had to do it fast. I couldn't do it. the end of my game. 142. 142.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing.
Right.
I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this secret vault, but I know I'm being watched. My work is too important, and potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands. I need a secure place to keep it all safe.
Then you would have had to do it yourself and tell no one. Oh, is that the missing page?
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
Page 2.
My love, it is silent, so peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment, only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become. There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world. I'm scared. Richard, what lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now. I'm holding on as best I can, my love. Become the father Lara deserves. Know that I will live on in her.
Interesting. I can see someone writing something like this after a crash like that. How did he get it? Did he actually go there and find the crash? Did he find the body, but did he find the letter, but not the body? How's that play out? You find the body and don't tell anybody? You find the body, bury it, and say that there was none? What kind of weirdness happened here?
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
I hope this isn't another puzzle. My brain hurts. 142. I can't get over it at 142. I'm going to feel so stupid when I look at that thing someday and figure out 142. Or I'll go to the internet. I'll ask the AI how you get 142 out of that. See what I get out of that. 142. I don't know. What's some kind of... You gotta know hieroglyphics to know that? How do you know that? How do you know that?
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
A crowbar. Oh, great. Great. The goddamn crowbar better be in this room. Or I'm gonna quit.
Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
Thank God, because I just wasn't going to finish the game otherwise. I wasn't going to go through the... Well, I would have had to, because I know the game. Now that you got this far, you had to go back and research everything all over again to find the magically spawning in crowbar. Yay, team, we found the crowbar. So somewhere's in the basement, there's those things, lockers. I could jump for joy too, Laura. The N, the S. Okay, so that's differential equations. dn dt. So yeah, that's over time. But N, Newton's force, lambda N, wavelength, natural log. Yeah, it's kind of not reality for anyone that knows math. It's kind of close, but it looks fake.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Oh, and I'm so glad we don't have to figure them out.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that I say you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you. So did Amelia. And so do we all. Atlas.
How did he become the guardian of Laura while Richard was still alive? Yes, I saw that dragon.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight, and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me, as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
Wow, so she's buried in there? So we know now that he has found the body.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere. This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Made in China. Probably gonna break. Made out of cheap plastic. Well, there's a light switch here.
Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
Okay.
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night.
Why would I hit this again? Oh, I like it on. Let's go find Mommy. And Mommy has a will buried with her. So we can screw Atlas. Because Atlas is now the nemesis of this part of the game. Oh boy. This just brings us back to where we were. Son of a gun. He didn't stuff her in a locker, did he?
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
There was a second. Oh wait, this is a different part of the cellar? I'm uncertain right now. I think this is an undisturbed part of the cellar. No, I remember this door. And I remember this. What the hell? And these stairs. I remember the stairs. Okay, so I go back the way I came. Back the way you came. And open those things with the crowbar. That was supposed to be the last puzzle, the final puzzle. It said so. It's almost like a promise. It's the last puzzle. And yet here we are, trying to find a way to keep the manor and screw Atlas. And that's not happening yet. I know of 2 lockers we need the crowbar. I don't remember anything else that needed the crowbar. So one of those lockers is a secret door to an actual crypt. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. 2 lockers at the end here. Really? Okay. That's a rip. Maybe it's yet to be revealed.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me, only the love and support she deserves.
You gotta be kidding me. So I'm to go here. Solve the riddle of the sun-shaped plaque. When did that become a thing? Happened? Disappeared? Closed? What, do I gotta open it again? It won't open again? What happened? I opened it and then the door opened over here, or was it down here further? And now it's gone? What? Can I not get back in that room again? What the hell did this happen? I have absolutely no sense of this map in my head. I just don't have it. Okay. So then, this is the way I left. This is the way I got in here. Oh, it was a long corridor. I don't remember that. Oh, you see,
Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here.
you're telling me it's broke. That's right. She said, when we walked in here, she said, I'm locked in here. And that's okay, because we know how to get out. Well, let's hide Dad's secrets in case somebody figures this out. So, that crack in the wall that we pried a hole in to get out, there was a sun-shaped like a sundial iconish looking thing. And it said something about the family destiny or whatever to the east. There's something in the west, the past to the north, and something to the south. Yeah. Go all the way up the stairs. Because I do have the slightest feeling for this map. It's just the slightest.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Knowledge is to the east. Respite to the west. Past to the north. And what's going on to the south? Okay, so you put that in there. So I don't know. We need some respite, rest. Knowledge to the east. Giving me a clue. Solve the riddle. You told me no more riddles. No puzzles. No more puzzles. Solve the riddle of the sun-shaped planet. I'm tired of solving riddles. I'm killing me here. I haven't killed anything in like hours. I haven't shot an arrow or a bullet in seems like a day. So I figured this thing was going to be a key, and it would turn. And the floor would open up into a stairwell, and we'd find Mommy's crypt, and we'd all live happily ever after. But I'm not seeing anything. And we've got directions. So, what's this? The south. This is the past. Okay, so there's our family crest. Okay. Investigate the Croft family crypt. Does that mean Grandpa's down here? Because this is pretty old. This doesn't look like new construction made just for the wife.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
Yeah, so where's Benjamin?
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy. One that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
That deserves a screenshot. So we can't read the ancestors here.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
And he kept it a secret from everybody.
My great-grandmother Rose, nicknamed the Golden Rose for her perfect reputation. I wonder what she would have thought of me.
Was that Bernard's wife?
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me with all my love, your mother.
You kidding me? That's the end?
What's this? A letter.
2 days later. I was gonna say we're supposed to be defeating Atlas. He's kicking us out of our ancestral home. Where's the deed? Where's the will? Additional relics have become available in the manor. So search again. Oh no, you sent me up here? This 2 days later? Where'd my leather coat go? I was just wearing a leather coat. And this is like new furniture. And the bicycle's gone. And are these boxes because I'm moving still? What? Eviction notice?
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
Well, there's your happily ever after.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Amelia. Well, you can start by patching that wall or putting in a proper door. So what do we got going on here? 96% complete. I found all the documents, but I'm missing 3 relics. 3 relics. And the note said there were some kind of items to be found. I don't know, relics or something or other. So, how do we not look for them? And where would you start? The dual pistols.
I can still remember the last time I fired these.
Yeah, but do I get to use them? There's still 2 relics to be found. Okay, so that counted as one of them. And an empty drawer. Rescued. Who's rescued? England today. I can't tell if this is wow, look at the bow. Oh, I never noticed them above the safe. I was so concentrated on the safe, I can't believe that. I didn't see those. Here's something. Oh, there's a sword. Is this that broken sword from the last game? She's stuck in that... I don't know what. That Japanese god?
The broken sword I brought back from Yamato.
Oh, and the atlas.
The atlas, such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take it home with me.
Sophie, okay, right. Well, it served its purpose. It's no longer a secret. The divine source, has been broken. That's it. 100% Croft Manor. And there were some very painful moments. Not proud of that. Not at all. Kind of anticlimactic. I'm glad we found them that quick, though. So we can have our happily ever after. Exit. I guess this is where it all happens. That's where the safe is. This is where Daddy spent all his time. This is the window she climbs up and comes into. I did know they were on a body of water, a lake, or that is. So what does that leave? Go back to the main menu. Lara's, so that's another thing. New story, blood ties. I don't understand what that means. The option to continue is missing. Explore Croft Manor. This seems to be something else. But this is a 3-hour and 20-minute tape that I should break up. And get some breakfast. And then come back and do this. And then poke around at the Explorer and the New Blood and see what's going on with that stuff. See if they're all played out. Back in a bit.